Yeah, nationally. So Reform, overall, the vote's gone up 13%. But what's happened is the Conservatives have basically collapsed in the most pro-Brexit parts of the country. So, if you look at the less Brexity seats, the Conservative vote share's gone down 12 points. But get this, it's gone down by nearly 30 points in the most pro-Brexit seats. So what's happened in those areas is that big Boris Johnson coalition, working-class voters, older voters, culturally conservative voters, very sceptical about mass immigration, anxious about the small votes. Basically, Reform have stormed through those areas and cost the Conservatives a lot of seats. So if you put the Conservative, the margin of defeat for Conservatives is smaller than the vote for Reform in about 180 seats. So that gives you a sense of the scale of low-level damage that Nigel Farage has done. Even though he's got 4 seats, they might have 5 by the end of today. There's that Basildon and East Thurrock recount, we'll see. But what they've basically done is they've caused all this damage to the Conservatives while also finishing second in a large swathe of Labour seats. So what does that mean for the 24-29 Parliament? Well, I agree with Theo. It means if there's by-elections, Farage is probably going to end up winning quite a few of those. Local elections, well, if he's organised, he's going to end up doing quite well in those too. And I think in some ways Keir Starmer's sort of been constrained a bit by Reform, because even now I think Labour HQ will be thinking, well, hang on a minute, we better be careful on these issues around migration, around the borders. We can't actually ignore what's happening in the heartlands.